What's up? It's your spiritual mentor, Chris. And today we're going to be talking about how to actually handle having big energy. Can you even handle having a big aura? A lot of people talk about the good things about having a big aura, but it also comes with some negatives, or what you could say, some places where it needs a little bit of maintenance. So, without further ado, let's get into the session. So, hi, my name's Chris. It's nice to meet you. And today, what we're going to be talking about is what it actually means to have a big energy and a big aura, and why that can actually sometimes be a hindrance and a nuisance. And especially for people that aren't well adapted to having big energy. Maybe you were more introverted or shy growing up. You're going to have a harder time having big energy. And the number one reason is because when you have a big energy, you attract a lot of attention. So people are going to be looking at you. People probably are going to be talking to themselves about you. People are going to be affected by you in some way. So you are the center of attention in a lot of situations, whether that be a social situation or whether that be just you walking through a grocery store. Because your energy is kind of disruptive to the environment, you will attract attention. And when someone's energy is big, then it's very disruptive because most people's energy blends in with everyone else. But if your energy is big, then it's going to be super disruptive. What does it actually mean to have big energy? Because I don't mean the people that are like loud and like taking up a bunch of space. And a lot of times those people have really small energy, and that's why they're making up for it in their physical presence and in the noise that they're making. I'm actually talking about being in that state of consciousness where you could be chill, you could be calm, nothing, you're not even dressed weird or anything, but you walk in somewhere and it's almost like you are the stone that drops into a still lake and creates a ripple, and other people start noticing. And if you have more of psychic abilities and telepathic abilities, you'll start noticing that people are noticing you. And you'll notice that sometimes they're very affected by you positively, and other times you kind of bring out their shadows. And so people will react very polarized to your presence. And if you're coming from a more shy or introverted background where you used to always just try to blend in, then you might actually kind of feel this sort of thing. You might feel like everybody is paying attention to you and you don't like it. This is actually just part of having a big aura and having big energy. So as you start to awaken more and more, this will just happen more and more. So it's kind of something that you have to adjust to if you do want to live in a very conscious, awakened state. The next thing I was going to say, which segues perfectly, is you're going to be really polarizing. Even if you're a really nice, compassionate, kind person, your presence alone is going to be very polarizing. Because if you are aware of certain things in yourself, and if you have a very grounded presence, then other people will become aware of those things in themselves while they are talking to you. So let's say, for example, your heart is really opened and you're really grounded in the heart space. Then when you actually interact with people that have a blocked heart, a lot of the times their heart's going to start to open up. And they're either going to feel amazing or they're going to feel really scared and really uncomfortable because they're not used to their heart opening up. And when you come around and your heart is so open and you're setting the frame of the reality as an open-hearted reality, then you start to open other people's hearts. So in this way, everywhere you go, you are essentially healing other people without even trying, just because you are setting the rhythm of the environment at a higher level than the people around you are. And this just happens automatically because your energy is so powerful. So it's super important to just recognize that you are going to be very polarizing. People are going to think things about you. People are going to be impressed by you sometimes. Other times people are going to be appalled by you. And sometimes they're not even going to understand why. You will just be a sort of energetic medicine that exists on Earth, and people will encounter you and it will help them awaken. But it's also going to make them face off and confront these deeper things going on within themselves. So just be prepared. You are going to be polarizing. If you're very awakened, you will be polarizing because people themselves are polarized towards awakening. Partially, they love the feeling of being awake, and partially, they hate it. And that's why they remain partially unconscious. And people that truly find love for that awakening energy are the ones that actually continuously awaken and continue further on this path. And lastly, what I really want to say is if you have a big aura or big energy, you have to work triple time on making sure your energy is in alignment, because your energy can not only be affected a lot by other people, but it can affect other people's energy a lot. So you get very much involved karmically in other people's experiences when you have a bigger energy, and you can't even really control it. So the last thing that I want to leave you with is make sure that you cleanse your energy on an almost daily basis. I would say multiple times a day. You don't want to get hyper obsessive where you're doing this 24/7, but you should definitely check in at least once or twice a day in how your energy is, if you're in your own energy or if you've taken on energy from other people, how you've affected people that day. Tune in with your karma and just reset your energy back to a baseline of love, awareness, truth, and consciousness. And that will help you impact other people positively with your big aura and your big energy. So thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.